Hey YouTube, it's a couple days after Christmas here in the Chicagoland area. I'm Tyler Paydon, Ty the Photo Guy. I'm here with Andrew Dumanda, owner of X5 Photo and Films, one of the top wedding photography and videography companies in the Chicagoland area. Anyway, we are just got some new toys for Christmas. We got a Xt5 Fuji and a X100v. X100v, and we are heading into Aurora, Illinois right now to test them out and try some of the film simulations in the electric van that drives itself.
So if you notice over here, ladies and gentlemen, this is a product from comma.ai. Let's see if you can switch it on. I'll have some technical difficulties. If you this meters everything. Take a look at my hands and feet here. No hands, no feet. Switch back to over here. Basically drives itself. It's one step under a Tesla. This is the gig van. Take a look in the back. Space for days. That's where all the gear goes on the weekend.
Got the ice machine.
We got an ice machine there. What's that for? Middle of winter.
Middle of winter, ready to shoot.
So we're heading to Aurora. We're going to be experimenting with the film simulations on the Fujis, but the difference is we're comparing it to actual film. So we're going to be able to do a side-by-side because this guy's got a dark room in his basement. So we're excited to see what we get. Just kind of a random Friday in Chicagoland. These are the film simulations here, and we're comparing it. I believe he's got Batavia in his Nikon. So
Ilford 5.
Ilford 5, okay. We'll do a nice black and white here.
I love the shutter on that.
Oh
yeah. All right, let's take a little walk.
All right, here we go.
So we're on Benton Street right now. What would you say about that camera, Drew? It's probably the perfect street photography.
So I'm brand new to the Fuji game. I shot about 8 or 9 years with Canon, and the last 4 years with Sony. Phenomenal systems. Sony got me into the mirrorless game. But what's really neat about Fuji is you're basically enjoying that nostalgia. You're enjoying the feel. This has a rangefinder, which is an actual rangefinder. So when you look through it, you can also see your hand without going in front of the lens. So it's not just an electronic viewfinder, it's an actual rangefinder. Actually shot a wedding here. We did some glam shots right over here. There's a venue around the corner, and if you look through here, pretty cool little spot for a bride and groom to do a couple action shots, like a walking shot. We walked right through here. We of course have a bridge behind us. And these are all fountain systems, so these were going. So a good little nook. It's called the Fountain Plaza. And I mean, look what's behind it. It doesn't get much better than that for Aurora. We got these viaducts over here. You'll notice my finger here. I burned my fingers on a Pop-Tart yesterday. Ridiculous.
Watch out for those Pop-Tarts. Yeah, that's the Benton Street Bridge.
Absolutely. So we're doing a film bracketing where it's using 3 different simulations at one time. So there's your black and white. There's your Nostalgia red, and that's your Eterna. So normally you wouldn't stand next to a Canon holding a Fuji. Oh!
Oh boy.
A little cheese in there.
Comedy.
So the Sony guys were like, what the hell, man? You've been shooting for 5 years and now you're making a video on Fuji you've had for 4 days?
Well, we're both Canon guys. I've been a Canon guy since I started. I've been photographing for, I don't know, 7, 8 years now.
Right.
Shooting weddings with this guy for the last 5. And I just recently got into film because I needed a bigger hit on my checkbook. And so I'm shooting on a Nikon F Photomatic I picked up from the Craigslist hunter. If you've never watched his videos, he's in Crystal Lake, Illinois. He owns the Trading Post. Talked to Pete. He's a good guy. He always looks out for the cameras for me. And then I just got into the Fuji game myself with the Xt5, and I'm loving it. And I got him on it. So we're just checking them out.
So he bought the Xt30,
And then
I think 2 days later, he's like, well, I'm buying the 5. I'm going to Pro Cam. I said, didn't you just get a new camera? He's like, don't tell Jessica.
something like that.
Something like that.
This looks like a cool shot here. This is I think this is the Paramount.
This is the Paramount Theater.
Drew just found his, did you take that, Drew?
So as mentioned, shot many a wedding here at the Paramount Theater. I can't take credit for that shot, but I've done many better.
I think there's a Randy Benzie print around here somewhere.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have had some of my clients put their names here in the marquee. Pretty neat.
All right, Drew, so what do you think your favorite things are from the Fuji system and maybe some of the negatives?
So, a couple things that are pretty neat. They have what's called bracketing, so you can bracket your 3 favorite film simulations. So with one exposure, it gives you in camera all 3 different styles. So we've got a black and white.
Left.
I'll give you an example here. So we pop over to here. So this is a nice colorful little abstract control box. You do one shot. So now I'm using the tilt screen here to do a little macro shot. Very handy, so you don't have to squat down to get your shot. So we are now by the street Blues Alley.
Yeah, when I first started photographing, I had a little Rebel T6 or T5, and it was probably like one of the first memory cards I ever shot through. I got an amazing picture of the street sign, and that's why you always back up your stuff good, because it's gone forever and I haven't been able to find it.
That's a bummer.
That's a bummer.
You may have to recreate the shot. You can always do that. You can try. So we found a couple cool staircases and a squirrel stealing a cracker. Actually, it might be a French fry.
shoot it.
If you take a look at the viewfinder on his film camera, that's completely analog, but it almost looks like an actual electronic viewfinder.
Yeah, I think this camera's 1967. I could be wrong.
Wow.
But probably one of the best Nikons they ever made. And I'm not a Nikon guy at all, but I sure do like this one.
I'll get out of your way in a second here. Look at the lens on that thing. It's wide open. It's a 1.4. You can see the mirror right through it.
Never know what you'll find in Aurora. Basement of the Dead, next to traditional Irish dancers.
It's like something out of the Stranger Things show. Instead of a flower, they got a massive camera. So I think this guy's a little less intimidating.
Scary camera. Got the Christmas lights up still.
Yeah, that's dope, isn't it? There she blows.
Yeah, it's about the perfect day to walk around, ain't it?
Absolutely.
It's been raining and cold and foggy for like, I don't know, it feels like forever.
40 degrees and overcast is Chicago's dream. Chicagoans' dream.
Yeah. We're coming up to New York and River Street. Probably go up there and hang another right and head back
Now,
downtown.
I want you guys to vote. What should we have for lunch? Mexican, Thai, or pub food? Stay tuned to find out where we end up.
We're thinking about heading up north up the river and going and checking out and showing you guys these cool old windmills in Batavia.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right, so we've had enough of Aurora. We're gonna head north
to the windmills.
Heading to the windmills. They're pretty cool to see if you've never seen them.
Lunch will follow. We're gonna check your votes, see where we end up.
Yeah. But Aurora's been fun.
Yeah. I was telling Tyler, when you do this, you'll kind of experience a city or a town in a different perspective. So the next time you're driving through it, you're going to remember all the different nuances, different spots you walked by. And I recommend it. It's good. It's therapeutic.
See you in the van.
One. It's one.
There you go. Formerly Ditka's Roundhouse.
All right, so we just pulled up to Fabian West Forest Reserve.
Yep, we're in Batavia.
Geneva area.
We are gonna check out the windmills and the bridge.
And there's a little, I think there's a little lighthouse or something.
This is Japanese Gardens. I'm not sure where that's at though.
Yeah, I think the Japanese gardens don't open up till May.
Okay.
That's kind of a cool brick wall up there.
Yeah, kind of random.
Hey, what's that website that shows you the cool stuff to photograph in your area?
I think it's prophotolocal.com, or we'll have to check that.
Prophotolocal.com. If I remember, I'll put it in the YouTube
Basically,
dealio.
type in your zip or the town, and it'll show you all the cool spots to photograph around there. So, cool little resource.
So I'm still trying to finish off the roll on the Nikon F. when you shoot film, you always think, oh, I got 36 shots, this will go so fast. But when each shot costs, I don't know, 45, 50 cents, you think about it a little more. Unlike the film previews on or film simulations on the Fujis. But this is a total different area to shoot in as opposed to the cityscape, so it should be fun. Let's see what we got. So Andrew and I traded off. He's got my Xt5 and I've got the little X100. He's over there.
Oh, these are the gardens, dude.
He's catching up. We're just walking around this forest reserve. He's reminiscing about the weddings. Man, using this camera with a viewfinder or a rangefinder that's not film is a little different. It's cool though. It's a perfect little street walk around camera. Yeah, these are the Japanese gardens. They're closed in the off season. Let's see. I just love that shutter, if you can hear it. That's the coolest thing ever. Done a few engagement sessions here. This is a cool little building. I love that shutter. Look at this little thing. It's light. Cool trees here. Totally a different area than our cityscape walk around. And Aurora, I believe, is actually the second largest city in Illinois. And it's a lot nicer to walk around than Chicago.
So these are the Japanese gardens here. I've done a bunch of engagement sessions here. Take a look at the little bridge over there.
How's that Xt5 working, Drew?
Real slick. I'm trying out a couple of your homemade film simulations. Take a look. This one's kind of looks like a kind of pastel. I'll show you guys that in a little bit.
Yeah, if you guys are looking for film simulations, there's a ton of them on the web, and then there's is it Fuji Weekly?
Fuji Weekly's the app.
Fuji Weekly's the app, and they're neat.
Something, you know?
X-Sight Photo never stops. He's working all the time. Keep on working, Drew. Keep me busy. Keep me shooting the weddings. We're gonna go, except he just stole my Nikon. This boathouse is sweet. Yeah, this is a cool little place to walk around. This is a little more my style of shooting anyway. I'm not too much of a cityscape kind of guy, but it is fun to get away from the farm a little bit. I like old tractors and trees and barns and, you know, that kind of stuff. He'll catch up. Work call?
Yeah, a little work call. Did a corporate video for a financial company with the drone. So that's one thing we should bring next time is the drone.
Yeah, except I wrecked mine.
Well, I didn't wreck mine. How many have you wrecked so far?
We won't talk about that.
He's a little more cavalier with his flying. He flies through storms. He's like a real life Twister movie, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Drew's got my Nikon F. He's gonna try some film shots with it.
Oh yeah, this is a pretty neat camera. Did you know this type of viewfinding system existed before you bought this?
Oh yeah, that's why I bought it.
Okay.
I shoot a Rolleiflex 3.5, and I was really liking that top-down viewfinder.
Yeah.
But I wanted something with 35mm film instead of.
I like how it says Tokyo on it, not just Japan. It tells you the city.
Oh yeah.
So
It's a sweet little camera.
pretty neat. Pretty neat.
I'll point it at something.
Shot here.
This is it.
Right here. Maybe right a little wider will be handy.
Yeah, it's got a 50 on it.
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah. Right is left and left is right, so it's a little tricky sometimes to compose. Oh yeah, I'm not used to this. I'm trying to straighten. There we go.
Fuji's and film cameras.
There it is. All right, is it wound?
Yep. I think so.
No.
Welcome to film.
Here we go. I gotta realign it. I had it. Only get one shot, as Eminem says.
We just ran into a nice old couple out walking around. What do you think of that old Nikon, Drew?
Pretty cool. I snuck a couple pictures of them. He doesn't think they're gonna turn out though because I was a little close and f-stop was a little high, but we'll find out. She was born in 1932, so she was frustrated as much as we are with inflation, and we're talking about the cost of film.
Yeah, I didn't get the chance to pull the phone out on them, but they were a nice old couple.
Yeah, nice
out
people.
for a walk, and
We'll show you a couple of pictures we snapped of them
Yeah.
In a bit.
yeah, this is a cool walkway. How many weddings do you think you've done here, Drew?
At least 10.
Yeah, I've done a few engagement sessions here.
Yeah. Show them this little thing here.
Yeah, this is neat.
Kind of has a Narnia feel to it.
Right? Let's go check out the windmills. I like lighthouses.
All right.
Another cool thing about this Fuji is I didn't think I'd like it at first because I'm so used to my R5 with the screen that flips out, and that's fine if you're doing like vlogging and stuff. But it's got like a
Oh wow.
3-way axis on it, but it comes out super nice, so it makes these low down shots like that pretty nice and convenient.
That's pretty cool.
How's it going over there, Drew?
Found the ultimate spot for a nice black and white.
Drew's out of the bushes. Let's go check this thing out. don't really know the backstory on it, but I'm sure these fancy park district signs do. There's a whole bunch of them. German immigrants.
1875. 2 German immigrants constructed this windmill. It's a long time ago. Sold in 1887 for $4,000. The whole thing.
Well, we're heading out of Fabian here.
We just encountered someone sleeping in the bathhouse over there.
He was friendly.
No issues.
So we're heading back to the van. We're gonna get some lunch somewhere and
Develop some film.
go back to my house and show Drew how I use my D96 mono bath from Cinestill.
There you
It
go.
works pretty good. I've still got to burn through some of the 35, but we'll find something. So, goodbye, Fabian. Well, I think we decided on tacos.
Tacos. You guys voted for tacos. We're doing tacos. We're gonna do a review, and out of 5 jalapenos, how many we give this place. It's supposed to be pretty good though.
5 jalapenos.
That's the
There we go. Yeah, it's Aronda's Tacos in Montgomery. It should be pretty good. So we'll set the camera up on the table and maybe they'll have free chips and salsa.
Hey,
You never know. You never know. Aronda's. What do you think, Drew?
All right. So on presentation, it's looking solid. I'd give it about 3.5 jalapenos for presentation. For speed, I'd give them 4. We're gonna find out taste. Stand by for that. We'll give you a review on taste.
Oh yeah. Well, Aronda's was good. I'll give it a 3.5 jalapenos.
Amen.
Yep, we're heading back to develop some film and call it quits at the end of a nice day.
Hope you guys enjoyed our
First YouTube video.
First YouTube walk around. We checked out Aurora and Batavia.
Yep. Awesome. See you in the dark room. The kind of dark room. The wannabe dark room. All right, so we're in my makeshift dark room, which is also my basement room. I'm just gonna show Drew real quick how to use one of these Patterson tanks, and we'll develop that roll in the Nikon.
Want to show him the sous vide?
Oh yeah, this is the setup I got going for the...
So he's heating the water over here using a sous vide, which is usually used for cooking, but this is already gone from about 59 degrees up to 86 in a matter of, I'd say, about 5 minutes, so pretty cool.
And we just cover this blue light with the garbage, because that's about the only light in here once I turn off the lights. So we'll show you when it's done.
We'll let you know how it turns out.
Look at that. We did it.
The whole roll looks pretty good.
The red light's just because I want to be cool. It doesn't actually do anything.
We got some sweet portraits of that old couple we were talking about, and let you know how those turned out.
Cool.
And that's the first roll of film that I've actually ever developed. Tyler's probably done about 50.
Maybe 20. I'm a rookie at it. I still don't know if I'm doing it right. Cool.
Pretty
well,
neat.
we'll leave you.
Stay
we'll
tuned.
leave you there, and we'll get this up. But thanks for a nice day of shooting, Drew.
You got it. Thank you.